tight end, but he fumbles the ball and the script continues. They have been a disaster in the first quarter this year, coughing up and turning over the football, and it starts today on the very first play of the game, recovered by Brian Cook. Got two tight ends in, Kelsey and Gray, and they flip it over to Sky Moore. Moore is 2 yards short.
They can run the ball, Jim, and that's how they scored. They didn't used to be able to do that.
First and goal, and it's going to go to Pacheco. Stopped at first. Second effort, he's in for the touchdown. Flag is out. Touchdown for Kansas City.
Well, think about all the years like Mahomes is doing everything. He's, off to his lowest touchdowns through his first 4 games.
That was a gain of 10. And now, again, quick throw. This time it's Osborne. Tries to get away, but nothing's there. Addison was trying to throw a block. The rookie wide out. Cook, though. Ham comes over to help the quarterback.
Yes, over there.
Pass knocked away. That was Snead reaching around on Osborne. He was matched up with Osborne this time. On first down. Watch out. Here they come. And Chanel able to get the sack of Cousins, who never had a chance. He turned around, and Leo was waiting for him.
Only third. They're third best in the league. That should be opposite.
Second and 17. He's looking for Ross, who just came in. What a catch. And he was talking about this young man right here, Justin Ross, last night in our meeting, talking about Mahomes. Names like Shuba, Belichick, and Hallis. 3rd and 4, starting the second quarter, as McKinnon has the first and blocker out in front. Look at McKinnon, the former Viking.
Almost like exactly how you'd want it to do.
He's giving out the code.
Except for blocking.
Except for blocking. Yeah, we got to build and construct that next.
Weirdly, I know it sounds crazy because they're 1-3.
Well, you giving out
lost to the Giants in the divisional round last year as Madison. He had players flying all over him early, including Mike Edwards. It looked extremely awkward as Mahomes goes down the field. That's Watson. Did he get the feet down? I think they're going to say yes. Catch. 27 yards out to beat the Eagles. This from 40. And Butker, dead center. McKinnon.
All the guys up here, Jim. You got to get this ball out.
Here comes Hunter. There's Mahomes. And Mahomes' pass is caught. Oh, what a catch by Watson. He leaped right over Bynum and took it away from him.
And Watson goes right up. Kind of takes it away. Motion, you got man-to-man. You got pressure coming at you.
It's Rice for the touchdown. Rashee Rice at the goal line. And this impressive rookie has his second touchdown of the season.
And right here, he goes up, uses that body, and that's not easy to do against Murphy.
3rd and 7.
This offensive line has done a great job on these so far today.
Looking for Jefferson. Broken up by McDuffie, Edwards, double coverage. But once again, up there in 3rd down conversion rate as they have been since Mahomes became the starter.
Yeah. And his legs a lot of the time.
Pass. Look at this catch. Oh, it's ripped right out of his hands. Kelsey had it for a moment. Metellus ends up with it. Mahomes wide open. Kelsey comes off the X-ray table and finds the end zone.
Go ahead and run that right there, and I want you to watch the free safety at the top. Right there. He moves everyone with his eyes. And they are coming. They're coming. He's going to have someone make a play.
Boy, they are coming. Cousins just lofts it up in the air, and interference call is on the way against Snead.
You can use your legs here as a quarterback and get the first.
Here they bring it. Cousins steps up, guns it, tipped away. What a play by Snead. Cousins rolling out. He's not going to get a chance. Dano ends it. Mike Dana swarms, sacks, and finalizes the game. A Chiefs victory, 27-20.
Yes.
Congrats on this Victory Monday.
That's how I know you feeling good. You starting out with a Negro spiritual? Yes.
In Jesus' name. We are live from Chicken and Pickle in North Kansas City.
Yeah.
It is our new location, and every week we're in a new spot in Chicken and Pickle in here. We've about to see this whole entire compound after a while.
This show is modular.
It is modular. So thank you, Chicken and Pickle, for letting us get into all the square footage up here.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We touch all those walls.
Touch all them walls. Pause. This is going to be a very interesting show, I guess. Started off with a little juvie, and now we beating down them walls.
Yeah.
Welcome in. I'm your host, Sean Tyler, with the panel, the crew, cousin, D. Smith. Darren Smith, what's up, yo?
Not much, man. Just glad to be in the service one more time.
You don't have your betting tablet.
Oh my
with
goodness.
Hey, man, I've already placed my bets. That's what I do before I come here.
That ain't stopped you the first 4 weeks of having it like right there.
Oh, it's on the charger.
Oh, all right. That's that. See, now we get down to the real nitty-gritty.
But I still got it on the phone. So that's all that matters.
And to my right, as always, nephew, Professor Wall Street, beating down them walls, Steve Walls.
Yeah, and in the words of Darren, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to make it back safely.
Welcome back from the soda. And to the far right, Doc Moisturizer.
Yes, indeed.
DJ.
Yeah.
What up, yo?
I'm definitely accepting sponsorships for any conditioners,
Luster's
mane and
oil,
tails, you know, whatever.
Johnson's, whatever it is.
Dax. Do they still make Dax?
I think they do.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if it's Dax, yes, but if it's Dak, it ain't gonna work.
Nah, it definitely ain't.
You'll put it on your hand and miss and it'll hit
ain't
the floor.
Quite, it ain't
It ain't gonna quite catch.
Yeah.
Oh, see what I did there? And I don't know if Chicken and Pickle has hired a small drone or there's this fly that hates us because this room is pretty big and the fly just hangs right here. It is a Victory Monday. We beat the Minnesota Vikings 27-20 in Minnehaha yesterday.
Mhm.
The Chiefs, the Kansas City takeover. There was a lot of red in that stadium yesterday.
God, was it ever.
And
You don't sound happy about that.
No, it was just a whole lot. It was a lot of people. It was much more than we actually thought it was going to be. So
yeah, Chiefs fans are traveling well in the last few years. You know,
definitely.
Patrick said post game that he's happy that we were able to return a favor because in 2019,
when
the Vikings came here. They made it a home. They made it a home game.
Yeah.
So.
because Patrick was playing that game.
Right. And speaking of Patrick Mahomes, hit the applause meter. Patrick Le'Veon Mahomes is the youngest in NFL history to beat all other 31 teams in the league. He is the fastest to do so.
Yeah.
So congratulations,
That's a
another
crazy
record for Patrick Mahomes. That's insane.
Is he the first, second, third to do that?
He is. I don't know. I just know he's the fastest and the youngest to do it.
Okay.
So yeah, another.
No, he's not the first.
He's not the first, but the fastest and the youngest to do it. Got a lot to talk about with this game yesterday. Let's start with some.
Hold on. Quick fun fact. Kirk Cousins has actually beat all 31 teams except for the Chiefs. That's the only team that he hasn't beat.
Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, not Patrick Mahomes.
I thought it was Tom Brady.
Oh, well.
And then Peyton makes sense because, I mean, his dominance between the Colts and the
Tom makes sense
Broncos.
because he played for 50 years. So even if you cycle around the clubs a couple times at that point. But Brett Favre, okay.
Yep. I think they've beaten 32 teams because
they were traded on
teams.
other teams.
Yeah.
So
They beat all
Peyton
the teams
Manning
the same.
was a Colt and a Bronco.
Kirk has actually beat all the teams except for the Chiefs because when he was with Washington, he beat Minnesota and vice versa. When he was with Minnesota beat Washington. So the Chiefs are the only team that he hasn't beaten.
That's what's up. Officiating once again. Some pretty poor calls yesterday, and then they became a big thing. And I don't know when it became a thing to every time the Chiefs get a call that goes in their favor, that the world comes down.
It's rigged.
The world comes down.
But we just talked about Tom Brady. That's the only other person I could think of that used to get those calls and people were upset about.
Peyton Manning used to get those
Did
calls. He got
not as much as Brady though.
Not as much.
Brady,
Yeah.
especially in the last 7 or 8 years of Brady's career, it was like
I think
you
it was
could sneeze
really a
in
lot
his
of his
direction.
career because even
But Brett Favre got him too.
even
No,
in
I mean, like it got so bad, like you couldn't like breeze past him pregame, and you know
it definitely did.
It's like the Jordan rules.
Well, winning helps. I mean, if you're winning that much, you do kind of get.
And he was the face and the guy. He was the league for so long.
Yeah,
so long. So
you know what that tells me though? Coming hell or high water, the Chiefs are gonna be in the Super Bowl again. I'm just the way that it's going, like they're not going to let this team lose. It's a lot of money on the line.
So are you saying that some of those calls are the reason why we won yesterday?
Is this a script that you read that
I mean, it's like the good word. It's been written.
But also your other prediction got embarrassed last night. So
what was that?
We're gonna
yeah. So I'm saying if I was a Chiefs fan, I would be scared of you saying this at this point.
Oh, so I'm Drake Jinx. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not gonna say it, but I'm saying it.
Oh, okay. All right.
So when'd you get all the power?
I don't know. That's Q. Obviously, Q said I'm just that guy. Started talking about the good word. He said I got the power.
Your team did get burst yesterday.
One of my teams.
Burst. Burst. Okay, elephant in the room. You guys would know. Kelsey's ankle.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's hurt. It's hurt.
Yeah.
So did they give a diagnosis on exactly what he's dealing with?
Low ankle sprain.
Oh, okay.
So the way he went down though, without that no contact injury like that, normally that ends up being an Achilles. And when I saw it, like I watched him from the time he came out the field to he's sitting over there and he's running up and down the sideline, and I'm like,
without any help, yeah. So
he wasn't pointing to the back of his foot, he's pointing to the side. I'm like, oh, he's good.
When I saw him get up and then do that wobble thing, I was like, did somebody hit him pregame and we missed it?
Yeah.
Because that's one of those concussed wobbles that he gave. So that's why I was like, what the hell happened?
When he got up from the
plate?
Well, you remember he swung at
he did hit. I think.
No, I told you
he's going to get fined for that. He should get fined for that.
You think so?
I didn't see that.
Yes. you saw him like punch dude. But that's the thing though. Yes. He went down and he was already down.
Yeah,
the dude came up and just tried to knock the ball out.
Well, he was trying to knock the ball out. Yeah.
He was already.
But he was down.
I don't remember if he was down or not.
Yeah, he was down. He went down without anybody.
Nobody was there when he went down, and then somebody came over and hit him.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like he's still trying to play. Like that's how I read it. Is he was still trying to make a play. And
dude,
then,
you can't make a play if you go down on a Monday and then here you come Wednesday still trying to punch at me for the ball. He was down that long.
And you know what? Another guy, like one of his teammates, had already like fell on him and got up, and then here he comes just late to the party, and so that's when Kelsey got mad.
Yeah, so he deserved that punch. So don't fine Kelsey.
I mean,
it's throw hands.
It's still a fine for throwing a punch though. So but again. The Jordan rules, like
why you
I mean, because because if I'm Travis Kelce and they try to find me,
where's Taylor?
Exactly. So I'm like, don't come to no more games. Don't talk about it. Like,
I agree with
Marcus.
Revenue array. 25 years, we weren't getting those calls. We deserve them all. Yep, I agree. Appreciate you watching, Marcus.
25 years ago, we weren't playing well enough to get a phone call, let alone a good ref call. So slow down, player.
Because Marty Ball was a thing.
What? We won't even. Don't go back. It makes my heart hurt.
Exactly.
Gives me chest pains, heart palpitations. Some key injuries throughout the league yesterday. Mm-hmm. Like it was crazy. The Vikings, Jefferson, they lost their main go-to guy.
It is.
So was he hurt or what? Like
hamstring. His pride was hurt. And you know what though? Like L'Jarius Sneed and anybody else that I think their game plan was to be physical.
Oh, to shut him down.
Just be physical with him, rough him up a little bit, and just let him play how it plays. And I feel like you take those penalties if your guys are playing hard and just being physical.
Because when they kept showing Jefferson on the sideline, he looked like
like a sick puppy.
No, like you do something at school and you know you're gonna get it when you get home. And you keep looking at the clock, and it's 7th hour, and you're like, man, I'm about to go home.
It's hour.
It's about to go down. About to get in trouble. So he had that look on his face like he was just absolutely dejected. So, but I guess he's day-to-day.
No,
they haven't really
he
said
he's not. They came out, reports said he was not going to play until he's healthy.
Okay.
Which, I mean, you're 1-4. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no rush.
A-Chain, who's important to the Dolphins.
Oh.
He's hurt.
Why you say it like that? Like
I'm saying, what happened to him?
I don't know. He's injured. Was it his knee?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
ran all over.
Tucker for the Jets, and not that it means anything.
Achilles, right? The left,
Yeah.
left tackle.
Milano for the Bills.
Jeez.
Mostly for the Lions, who just came back from injury, went right back out with the same injury on another leg.
I
Two
thought
Bills
for a second
players.
Von Miller got hurt because he played early in the game and then didn't see him.
Didn't do anything.
They probably had him on a pitch count.
Yeah, they probably did, but still,
They needed him though. So a lot of key injuries, but Travis Kelce looks like, I don't know if we play him on Thursday.
He's playing.
We don't need to.
No, I don't think you need to.
It's the Chiefs versus the Broncos for Thursday Night Football. So we have a short week this week, and we're coming back home to Arrowhead.
He's still playing.
I think he plays. I'm with Steve. I'd set him out, but just to compare to him, he'll just want to get out there and play because we saw how the offense looked without him. So
Yeah, because I think this will be the season where he doesn't hit 1,000 yards.
Oh, he's hitting 1,000.
yeah, he's hitting 1,000 and double-digit touchdowns.
So again, he's playing on Thursday.
All right, well, there's that. We're time to take our first break of the night. We're here live at Chicken and Pickle Season 5 of the Red Hour. The crew is in the building. If you got comments, make sure you are following us on Facebook or YouTube and make your comments, and we'll either read them or talk about them as we see them come through. And if you don't like us on Facebook, what the hell's wrong with you? Go ahead and hit the like button and tell all your friends that every Monday night there's only one football show that they should be talking about, and that is the Red Hour. So make sure you like us and tell everybody else to like us as well. We'll be back after this first break from Chicken and Pickle in North Kansas City. It's the Red Hour. Back in moments. What's up? We're back. We're live Chicken and Pickle in North Kansas City for the Red Hour, talking about Chiefs on this Victory Monday. The Chiefs defeated the Minnesota Vikings yesterday 27-20, and we're here to talk all about it. But first, let's make our way around the league a little bit. We're just 5 weeks in, and usually when your teams are really bad, the alarms start to sound.
Right now? Not yet.
You know,
if you're winless, yes, but
and alarms are sounded. And I mentioned his name last week because he's not used to winning, and now he's talking about a hard reset or starting over. Bill Belichick.
Oh,
he is not used to losing, so
his days are numbered.
There is ESPN put a list of teams together that are worst in the league right now. The Bears are 1-4, Broncos 1-4, Giants 1-4, Panthers haven't won a scrimmage. They haven't won a scratch-off lottery game. They haven't won T-ball.
The Bears are enjoying that too, by the way.
Yeah,
Paper, rock, scissors, nothing, huh?
They've won nothing. When they start counting, they start at 2. They can't even say 1. The Patriots are 1-4, Vikings 1-4, Cardinals 1-4. The Raiders are sitting at 1-3, but later on tonight we'll be talking about them being 1-4 because they're playing Monday Night Football tonight.
They're
it's the Packers.
Tonight's game. That's crazy.
The Raiders are?
Yeah, 2.5.
Oh, somebody's got to be because they're playing at home.
Yeah.
So you get that. So Packers Raiders tonight on Monday Night Football, which, by the way, if you're around North Kansas City, you can come and hang out with us. You can stick around and watch some Monday Night Football. Also, postseason baseball is in full effect, and we've got the games on here as well.
Braves.
Phillies Braves. They're playing tonight.
The Braves lost last night.
What?
Yeah, couldn't believe it.
Oh, okay.
Did you lose money?
No. Hey, here's a funny thing. I was telling somebody, been so enthralled with football, forgot all about the baseball playoffs starting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who watches baseball anymore?
Thank you, Q.
Watch your mouth.
Thank you, Q.
Watch your mouth.
It's entertaining.
Not your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Say it with your chest, Q. I got you. What they gonna do? Jump across the
Just
table?
because you don't watch baseball, we watch it in my house.
Oh,
I'm a baseball fan before I'm a football fan. I used to listen to the Royals play baseball on the radio with my grandmother, so that's where I started.
I could give you that, but I mean, outside of that, like how,
They don't even talk about it on
American
ESPN.
game.
There's probably a
It's
few
America's
people
game.
on this live that was surprised, like, oh, the World Series started already.
No way.
It's not the World Series.
See,
By
they
the
let
way,
you know.
it's
You don't
just
need to-
playoffs. We haven't gotten that far in yet.
Oh,
Don't know who's going to the World Series yet.
Hey,
Just
Q. It's so popular. They're not even talking about it on ESPN or FS1.
No, I watched ESPN for
I
about
mean,
2 hours
yeah,
today, and I heard
exactly.
nothing
Which
about
camera's on me? Because
baseball.
I'm about to show him my FS1. And there are two undefeated teams still left in the league. The 49ers are 5-0. The Eagles are 5-0. And the 49ers, hold up,
Pulled out a big old baseball bat, put a whopping
on the Cowboys last night.
Oh, here we go. Before we get into that, Vincent Jones said we forgot about Odell Beckham Jr. He's injured again. He really needs to consider retirement at this point. He can't stay healthy.
So
appreciate that, Vincent.
Hey,
Vincent, the operative word in your statement is again. So we didn't even breeze over because we just assumed Odell Beckham was
he got
injured.
hurt again yesterday?
That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. Walking to the car.
Hey, man. The only thing Odell was worried about doing was making it to game number 1 so that contract would
So
be
that
guaranteed for the
contract is
season.
solidified.
That's it.
So he getting 18 million regardless, so
He's
he
good.
don't care. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never would have signed him, but whatever.
Yeah, so that's why we didn't mention Odell because it's Odell.
He doesn't matter.
Just like Dak was guaranteed to gift ball. Dak Prescott is the Oprah Winfrey of quarterbacks. And you get a ball. And you get a ball.
Hey, y'all gonna stop talking about my guy. That
Listen, I was having lunch with Tech 9 Flex earlier today, and
Very subtle. Very subtle.
there were two different.
Oh, wait, you dropped a name.
Oh, yeah, there were two separate sports channels showing recaps of football games yesterday, and both of them were showing this walloping from the 49ers on the Cowboys yesterday, and both of them just happened to start showing Dak gifting the ball. So Tech goes, damn, all he's doing is giving the ball. I was like, oh, so you've never met Dak Prescott. apparently, 'cause-
You never heard of him.
right, that's
apparently.
what he does. That's what he does. So this Cowboys unit, Cowboys do what Cowboys do, and there's still an opportunity for them to make it's still early. They can still make the playoffs.
Oh, they'll make the playoffs.
like they always do.
Yeah,
But that's
it's
it. That's
early,
it.
but
That's about it.
look, San Francisco's a good team. Like through and through. I know Mike Lang is probably watching, but I have to agree they're a really good team.
They are.
I mean, they were
They're
really good.
solid team.
They're
They were
really
good
really
last year.
good the
What's
last
issue
few
with
years.
that? Yeah.
No, I'm just
good this
saying,
year?
like they're. I mean,
they
their
were good when we
roster
beat
is
them.
loaded.
Nah.
As far on the offensive side, they have a lot of depth. Now on defense, there's still some question marks there, but on the offensive side of the ball, they're deep.
And
But
shout out to
don't-
Kittle with the T-shirt that he had on up under his jersey
yeah.
yesterday.
I don't, but
Yeah.
it was interesting because everybody talked about how good San Francisco and Philadelphia are, and those two teams face each other later on this year. Don't forget though, the Chiefs beat both of them last year. I mean, and they had pretty much
we won a
the
Super
same
Bowl
roster.
over both of them.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
I
Yes.
just throw that out there.
So for people who feel like the Chiefs right now can't beat them, just remember that outside of Juju and maybe Frank Clark, this is still the same team that that put the beat down on.
Okay,
on those teams
before
last
you
year.
do your typical Q thing,
I just
you have to realize that it all happens in your forehead before you make statements. So we know.
He gave you
Because
that.
it was,
And the power brows start to rise, and you see
that
what's
was-
happening.
he said basically the same team, but okay.
But
okay.
this team, the 49ers, this team, the Philadelphia Eagles,
Mhm.
if you had to choose today, which one of them represents the NFC?
49ers.
Niners.
You agree?
Nah,
course he's
my
not
pick
gonna
was the
agree.
Eagles.
And it's not going to change. You think the Eagles are a stronger team than the 49ers?
I mean, I won't say that at the current, because I still think the Eagles offensively are still kind of trying to figure themselves out. Yesterday, great day. Jalen 370 yards by himself, like type of thing. Like
by himself, no offensive line.
I mean, I'm just saying, like you could attribute 370 yards between passing and running to him.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like y'all do the same thing when Patrick is responsible. Please stop. When Pat runs for 70, 80 yards, yeah, okay. Okay.
Clearly, I don't like that. I mean, it doesn't help us out at all.
But either way, I think the Eagles still have like a pretty good momentum as a team. But like I said, I think the Vikings but now the Vikings know. But I mean, I think San Francisco poses a tough challenge. But then again, on defense, if they're not clicking on defense,
yeah, I mean,
it'll be some
questions on defense for them, but I feel like Dallas's defense should have been a lot better yesterday. I expected more.
And then they have
you are closest to his mute button. We were talking about the 49ers and the Eagles, and he comes and throws trash in the mix. It is not trash day, nephew. We gave you opportunity.
Steve Bayless, calm down. Okay.
Wow.
But no, I think both teams are definitely really good. We saw them last year in the playoffs against each other. These are two teams that, I mean, really the whole conference is going to have to go through.
That's for damn sure.
The biggest difference is that when they meet up, hopefully Brock Purdy won't be injured. If he plays the full game, then
that's what's gonna, because it's a long season and health is a factor, and I think that was a factor last year.
Purdy is impressive with that long ball. When he has to throw that long ball, he's pretty impressive. How big was this win for the Cincinnati Bengals yesterday?
It was very big because you had some disgruntled players, Jamar Chase being the main one.
So was that true what they posted on social media about Jamar Chase saying that he wanted out?
Of course. I think so.
True.
I think it was. I mean, you get Jamar Chase in the locker room. You get Jamar Chase in the locker room. Look, when there's smoke, there's fire. The guy had a
Baltimore Raven type name. It was a fake account.
Listen, when there's smoke, there's fire.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't
and
hear
Jamar
about
Chase
that.
sounds like that kind of dude.
He's in the locker room. He's talking about, I'm always open. Like he told Joe Burrow. He told Joe Burrow, hey, don't come back unless you healthy.
But they also played the Arizona Cardinals yesterday, which is one of those 1-4 teams.
That beat Dallas.
Crickets.
So we got beat by the.
Well, wait. Let's get this straight. He's saying it like Dallas isn't his Super Bowl pick too.
Exactly. I don't have a problem with that.
I forgot about that.
But hold on. But he just asked if there was a team, I'd say the 49ers. I have no problem when that time comes. Hey, I will back out of that pick.
You're going to have to, because
I will cash out on that pick. The world's
going to back out of that pick because they're not going to the Super Bowl.
See how quick he flip-flop? Like, I'm riding to the wheels fall off.
He's a notorious flip-flop.
First of all.
I hit the cash out button.
First you was tossing, and now you're having strange feelings.
First of all, you're already on the scooter with the Cowboys, so there are no more wheels to fall off but two. So chill out.
I'm still rolling. I'm getting from point A to point B. You know how they say.
That's cool. That's cool.
Them tires are bald.
I'm slipping and sliding.
The brakes is grinded.
It's that green machine where you let the wheel that's like just even on one side, doesn't even round anymore. So some games yesterday worth mentioning. The Philadelphia Eagles over the LA Rams. Wasn't as big a win as I thought it would be. I thought it would,
it's taking them a while, I think, to like really click on offense.
Rams are still pretty good. I mean, they got Cooper Kupp back and got him back in the mix right away. And put he and Puka together. That's once they get a chance to jump, I think the Rams might be an underrated team.
That could be a sneaky good team at the end of the year. Yeah,
I think they'll turn around and make the playoffs.
The Dolphins are still beating up on nobody, so it is what it is. There,
I mean, y'all just don't want to see them catch momentum going overseas. I don't think.
I think that injury.
No, I think both teams. I think the Chiefs and I think they're both going to just have the one loss when they face each other. That's going to be a hell of a game. Yeah, and for all the people that are complaining about it not being an Arrowhead, I guarantee they're gonna wake up early that morning and watch.
8:30 a.m. You're gonna be watching that game in a couple weeks. Just know that.
Folks already know that they ain't going to church that
if your church about that life, they gonna have all them TVs on the game.
Hey, you better have it Saturday night because everybody gonna be.
Church gonna be like, and David, he's going in, touchdown. And David said, your church is about that life. That game will be on. Doing service. Shout out to Pastor Eric Cobbins. What's up, bro? He haven't been here. Did he make it last year?
I think he made one.
I think he came to the very first show. So, Pastor, we'll be looking for you. This game on Thursday night, short week, a semi-injured Travis Kelce, but we're playing the Denver Broncos. And, when you play these games, sometimes interdivision games mean a little something.
Rivalry week.
So
I have one question though, and I know we got to go to break, but they say all good things must come to an end. Patrick has never lost to this team. Would Thursday be the first time it happens?
No, maybe
this
the next
Dolphins
time,
team? No.
Broncos.
I mean the Broncos team.
Broncos.
I'm sorry. I thought low down like fish. No. All right.
I think Russ is washed, man. Like
I've been saying that for the last few years.
Russ has had a good year statistically.
Because statistics say that.
Statistically, he's only thrown two.
He's only thrown two.
But his offensive line parts the Red Sea.
Statistically, the Broncos have won one effing game.
Yeah,
but it ain't. It's not all on Russ. Yesterday's loss at the end.
You know what?
He fumbled.
At this point, we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about these Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs this Thursday Night Football in Kansas City, a day after Prime Day. Yep. You doing some shopping? I got something you need to spend your money on.
What's that?
By the way, we'll talk about it. We'll be back in just a few moments. We're live from Chicken and Pickle in North Kansas City for the 5th season of the Red Hour. We appreciate you guys sticking with us this long. We've got more football to come. We'll be back in moments.
Chicken and Pickle in North Kansas City. It's the 5th season.
Right, the midnight voice going
of the Red Hour.
He's got that.
Because we're talking about Twitter.
He got the Jim Nance voice.
We're talking about Twitter, so he carried it over.
No, that's the movie phone voice.
Talking about the Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
Movie
this
phone. You
Thursday
remember
night.
movie phone number?
No.
333 film?
555.
I don't know, but about 5x5.
Oh, man.
555. What was that?
Hi, this is Sherry.
That was one of the chat lines.
Yeah. That's one of them when you get the phone bill, your mom be screaming, yo, Darren!
It was like 333 film or something like that.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, see?
All right.
555. Get out of here.
That's the number he's in Hollywood, dummy.
Dang, why are you shooting at me?
Like, that's what
wait, what it was that?
That escalated quickly.
Film number. 555.
All right, this Thursday, the Chiefs and the Broncos are headed to GEHA Field at Arrowhead. A short week for the Kansas City Chiefs and I guess a slightly hobbled Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce.
Oh, it's funny that you said that though. People haven't been talking about Patrick and his ankle. Like
they hit it like every game now.
Yeah, and I'm like, Wait a minute. Is his ankle good or is he?
Dude, this guy
every game
won a Super Bowl on that ankle.
Is this the same
ankle?
Right?
It don't even matter. It's like it's an ankle.
Yeah, it's like they target his ankles. Somehow they grab him low and they twist him up and they twist his ankle.
Try to
every
roll
game.
over him and everything.
Every game. I've noticed it. There are no calls. And I know yesterday he got hit late and he looked at the referee like, so is this what we're doing?
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, is it healthy? I'm sure he's going to say, oh, yeah, I'm good. But like, really?
So if you saw the quarterbacks on Netflix and he was talking about how he's seeing a yogi and some other people that are teaching him how to fall, and he works with his ankle and does stuff to make sure that if something happens to it, it's easier to recover for him. So maybe whatever that stuff is doing is working.
Oh, yeah, Bobby got him right.
Yeah. So shout out to Pat.
Mr. Miyagi put on there.
That's what they did to Kelsey when they took it to the locker room. For real. Like, oh, we gotta get you back.
Had to lay some hands on that boy.
that was more needle.
So with this Broncos team, as trashy as they are, 1-4, being that this is the division game, is this a game? Because we saw them, we saw them beat the Vikings by a touchdown. We saw them.
That was a tough game.
Yeah, but we saw them struggle and lose a game to the Detroit Lions here at home, opening the season, raising banners, all the fanfare, but
they also didn't have Kelsey and Chris Jones.
And that's fine because the very next game when we had them both, they were still a struggle. And you hear about these ugly wins. We have had nothing but these 4 wins that we have were ugly wins, except for one.
Yeah, Bears.
So this game against the Broncos, is it going to be a concern this Thursday night?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a rivalry week, but I think it's short week for one. It's a home game. Also, you got the fan base behind you.
Prime time.
So I think they don't pull
literally
out the stops on anything.
They haven't played at home in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but I don't think the Broncos are trending up right now. And when you have a team that's like the Lions were hungry, and you saw it from.
And I've said it before. This is not your grandmother's Lions. This Lions squad is a really good squad.
But a lot of times you could see body language, and especially from the start of the game, like yesterday, how you said like you felt like a part of their game plan was to really bully upon Justin Jefferson. And I mean, albeit it worked, but sometimes you just see it from the jump. And I don't think the Broncos are going to have that energy this week.
And you always said that Russell Wilson, statistically on paper, looks like the man.
Yeah, but
him and Pat are neck and neck.
Yeah, but see, but my pushback to what Q said is that what happens is generally on a short week, especially like we got going on, the visiting team normally plays a little bit better because it's a short week and you're trying to hurry up because you're trying to take advantage of that mini bye. And the fact that Kelsey is hurt, and as we talked about, people going after Mahomes, if you're the Denver Broncos, I mean, you can make a statement by coming out, and if those players are playing, you might, somebody on the defense might try to take, put a little extra oomph into a tackle or something on Mahomes or Kelsey or something, and you just never know.
But the problem with that is normally with those kind of teams is the Detroit, what you talked about.
But the Chiefs also play down to their competition too, Steve. I mean, we've noticed that year in and game out. Yeah. So that's the flip side because they're 10.5-point favorites. I mean, and they were big
spent
favorites
the entire last season.
Yeah, I mean, they were 7.5, 9. They started at 9.5.
But this team isn't. They're not playing for us though. Like they're not playing. Most of the time, you get these guys that'll play.
Zach Wilson either in New York, Steve. But but the turnover that Mahomes had made Zach Wilson look like Aaron Rodgers, and then you got yourself a ball game.
Well, and I think you guys say it a lot unwarranted, but I think this game is that. Like when you say, "Oh, this was their Super Bowl,"
this is a trap game.
But yeah, I think this is one of those games where they could feel extra motivated, but where is that motivation coming from?
My point.
It's not coming from the Vikings.
My point. That whole Russell Wilson.
The Broncos are about to do a fire sale. That's where.
No,
that whole Russell Wilson, Broncos, country, nation, let's ride. Like, where is that? Where's that been? We haven't seen that all season we haven't seen the hype around. Russell Wilson.
When he came in, Sean Payton killed all that.
He ate crow yesterday.
And actually moving forward, like, yes, to your point, this could be the game that they steal, and then this starts the AFC rivalry between Russ and Pat.
No.
We ain't going that
far.
No.
So what I'm saying that to the competition.
Your love for Russ is coming out right now.
No, because what I'm saying is I'm still like, even at the top of the season, I said with this being Sean Payton's first year, they'll definitely have their bumps. I thought they would at least be a little better at this point, but like you said, if they have a fire sale at the end of the season and they get him some pieces,
no fire sale before the trade deadline.
But even still, if they put things together by next season, then yes, this could be the start of that quote that rivalry that they were looking for.
Broncos fans are right now at home going, carry the one.
Yeah.
How much money we losing every week with this Russell Wilson dude? How much money are we losing?
And I don't think you're losing a lot because he's playing better.
But he's not winning. Their record is 1-4.
But the team, yes, the team as a whole, and that's what I'm saying. The team doesn't have that.
And you know when the team loses, who gets the blame?
The quarterback.
Yeah, but also the team defensively is the worst statistically in NFL history as they're trending right now. Now that's worse than some of the teams that were bad last year.
So step outside of the betting realm for a minute and just think about all the losses you've ever had to suffer with your team. You never break it down with the defense, the offense did that. If you got a team and you paid somebody like Russell Wilson all the money that he got to go to Denver, that was all the hype. And now we're 1-4. All you're looking at is we gave him all of that money and we're getting nothing in return.
Okay, but here's the thing. One, the new ownership group didn't pay Russ. Sean Payton wasn't the coach when they got Russ. So they can get out of his contract after this season, which is probably what they're going to do. And if they continue to
would you even want Russell Wilson as a backup quarterback?
No, I wouldn't want him on my team.
But again, they might be looking ahead again.
Wait. You do what you would?
With the right pieces, I would.
Oh, okay.
They might look to go 1-16 so they can try to get Caleb Williams.
Those right pieces 2018?
Well, no, I mean, his best receiver is Jerry Jeudy.
What's wrong with that? He's better than a lot of receivers in the league.
Okay, but
then who else?
You got Courtland Sutton?
No,
Courtland Sutton? Sutton?
And he's hot and cold. And he's been hot and cold for the last 3 or 4 years. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't have these staple pieces. Like, give him a Tyreek Hill type, a Jalen Waddle type, give him a couple of pieces and he can play. But last year
he had that.
He didn't. Last year he had that until they started facing.
Yeah, I'm talking about he had that with DK. He had it with DK in Seattle. I mean, he's had that.
Yes,
and his last few years in Seattle were trash.
He had great receivers.
Yes, but we also find out that the players didn't rock with him. So again,
them dudes was gone. They like DK and Tyler Lockett went, and
I'll never understand that mentality.
It was still remnants of that, but it's always like I could tell y'all back when Todd Haley was here that, and some of y'all might know, like a lot of the players here, they didn't rock with each other. Yeah. I'm not gonna say names.
They didn't. That's why they stopped doing media.
I'll say his name because they hated his guts.
Well, I'm saying as far as like within the locker room, like not player coach. I'm like players.
I'm talking about player because there was a certain player who was throwing up the rock that everybody just totally despised. When he walked in the rooms, I saw people walk out.
And it wasn't just him too. So
but they were still out, went out and played every week.
No, yeah, but also you see how it turned out.
But it wasn't only Todd Haley though. That was more Scott Pioli and him bringing that Patriot way.
I heard more players complaining about Scott Pioli than anybody.
Yeah, because it's the Patriot way. That's what he brought. He tried it, but
also them players just didn't get along with each other.
Yeah, and then you had Herm and that whole stretch of 7 to 10 years.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he really hasn't had that, and I think now that, because we heard Richard Sherman say this 3-4 years ago, almost 5 years ago now, and now that Marshawn Lynch is saying it, it's like, okay, you really haven't, because he has the talent.
Yeah,
the talent is there, but again, you have to like insert that energy. So circling back to Patrick Mahomes, a lot of the players on the team like rock with him, whether it's learning from him, because I don't think they kick it with him.
He's the favorite.
Yeah, but he's Pat. I'm saying as far as like Travis will be the guy that they would party with versus Patrick.
Nah. Pat
Really?
Kixie. Oh,
Pat,
yeah.
he gets it in. He gets it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, he does have to be home, though.
Rob asked a question, wasn't Peyton chewing Russell out on the sideline this week? There's some real hate there.
So I think a lot of it is the way Sean Payton came in. He came in very mouthy and talked a lot of just he came in with a player swag. You know what I'm saying? Instead of coming in as a head coach trying to
set the tone. I mean, you kind of saw it with Deion. Like Deion, he brought the swagger up front and all
Sean
that.
Payton ain't got that.
But and that's what I'm saying. Like
Deion's team might be Denver's team.
I don't know if
to be honest.
And it could be rust from being away from the game and away from players because
is that Russell's? Is that what we're calling Russell now?
No. Oh, Rust. That is a good one, though. Yeah, Rustle.
Darius said Russ needs a top 3 defense. Outside of that, he's a game manager at best.
Well, and the situation yesterday when he was going to the sideline was Peyton was yelling at him because the hot read was the running back, and he never looked at
over
himself.
that. Yeah,
and so that's what he was pissed about.
But I think the whole Marshawn Lynch, and you alluded to that earlier, the whole Marshawn Lynch thing coming out talking about how Russ did these crazy things and does he has an office out in Denver and he's not a player's quarterback. I think that has a lot to do with what's going on in his head right now.
Yeah,
like. You're thinking about outside stuff, and now your teammates looking at you side eye, like, man, why you ain't rocking with us in the locker room? That's why you've been like that. So, I mean, that can internally that could cause a lot of stuff, and then you're gonna have to have a fire sale.
Tito Jackson still went out every day and played the hell out of that bass. He wanted his own band, damn it. But he knew.
But that was family. Russ ain't family.
Joe was that behind.
Yeah, Russ ain't family.
Russ ain't kinfolk.
Nah, Russ ain't it.
That's the tough thing because, like in college, you can get away with having that big arm as a quarterback and really having that like next level type talent, and you can get away from that because y'all kids still. But then when it becomes grown men. Like when he said he called him with his number block.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I mean, we've all played sports, so you know, like the camaraderie that's within sports. Like, so again, you have to have like that team energy, and I don't see it when I see the Broncos play.
And even in that locker room, we're in the locker room every day, and you see Pat like hanging out with the guys. Like he's not all right. I'm out of here, y'all. Like he's always in there hanging out, talking mess. It's the locker room.
All right. Well, it's definitely going to be on the field this Thursday. Short week for the Chiefs taking on the hated Denver Broncos, taking on the Donkeys here at GHA Field.
The Broncos still hated like that though.
Yeah,
because they suck, nobody really cares. But it's still there. It's a rivalry.
Okay,
it's still rivalry week. I don't know why y'all.
I think we hate the Raiders more than we hate the Broncos now.
And here you go again. Hey, we need to keep it tally.
You don't know. You've always hated the Chiefs.
Well, who's been more competitive over the last 10 years, the Broncos or the Raiders? I mean,
the cheerleaders. If those are two,
more competitive.
It's been the Broncos because I don't want to remind y'all about that Jamal Charles.
I would say Raiders. I would say Raiders. That whole driving the bus around the stadium, that put a lot of hatred out there.
And they didn't win a game against the Chiefs for like 17 tries before that.
Nah, they won. They did.
I just think it's the nastiness that goes along with the Raiders that makes us hate them so much.
Yeah.
We'll take our last break. When we come back, we'll do our picks. Once again, you can come down and watch Monday Night Football. The Packers, the Raiders tonight. You can watch some postseason Phillies, Braves, baseball, and so much more. We're at Chicken and Pickle. Pick up a paddle. Play some pickle ball.
Say that 3 times as fast.
Play some pickle, play some pickle, play some pickle. We're here. Chicken and Pickle, North Kansas City. We'll be back one last time in moments for the Red Hour.
Oh, that's fake. It was just trying to get Sierra. And we're back.
Live from
Facts.
Chicken and Pickle in North Kansas City for season 5 of the Red Hour, talking Chiefs football. And we are talking Chiefs Broncos, another hated rivalry in the AFC. It's going down at GEHA Field this Thursday night on Amazon Prime. Thursday night football in prime time.
What's the longest win streak in NFL history? Because we have, like Darius said, we have 15 games right now against the Broncos that we won. 15.
The longest would be, 16 games? The Miami Dolphins?
No, Miami won 17-0.
Wait, you talking about against one team?
No, wins one team. Like, what's the longest win streak?
That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, longest win streak. We're at 15 with the Broncos.
Because I know the Raiders didn't beat the Chiefs for a very long time.
Man.
Because they went through like Terrell Pryor and
Jamarcus Russell.
And I don't think they beat the Chiefs until they got like Derek Carr or somebody. Like, so
no, they beat them in their last year in Oakland, right?
Yeah. We went 1-1 that year.
1-4. 1-4 to start, right?
No. I mean, we went against the Raiders. We were 1-1. We split that.
Yeah.
But I feel like y'all had won like 17 or 18 straight against them. Like
Denver, we just started that because Denver had our ticket the
Terrell
whole
Davis and
man.
Peyton Manning,
even through Peyton Manning,
So it's might be trying to even up.
And did Tebow beat y'all one time?
Hey man, don't do that.
You got one more disrespectful thing to say.
Don't do that.
We were going through history. Sorry, I brought up history.
One more disrespectful thing to say. Didn't y'all get beat by Tony Romo?
Probably. I mean,
well, yeah. I'm sorry. Y'all just started winning, so let's
no.
Y'all won y'all first Super Bowl.
What was that? 16?
Okay,
yeah. But before that, Andy was winning. He
always winning
records, playoffs,
but very Cowboy-esque.
Nah, he won a Super Bowl with T.O. didn't never win a Super Bowl.
Nah, they win.
They win. That's right.
Yeah. So this game Thursday night. We'll start with you, Q. We'll leave with the hate, even though you're going with the Chiefs because this Broncos squad is.
Because I think the Chiefs do play down to the opponent sometimes, and I feel like with this being such a young team, you don't have that Eric Bieniemy around to say like to rally up the guys.
And do they hate this team because they're new to the fold of this whole rivalry?
Yeah, and I don't. That's what I don't think. I don't think that energy is there. Like y'all said, it's not really that energy there, but it's still the Broncos. It's still a division game. The Broncos may keep it within 10.
Really?
Maybe close, but at the end, it's just like, all right, y'all wasn't really like serious. So they might come out with a little energy first half. It might fizzle out, it might fizzle out towards the end of the first half, and then the Chiefs will be the Chiefs at home. It'll be the whole war cry thing.
Do you think it gets to the point where we sit Patrick down?
No.
Okay.
No. But I think y'all put up 40 between defense and special teams.
Okay. So you say 40-10, 40-20?
No, I'm saying I think y'all put up 30 points.
Oh, okay.
So maybe like 35-20. 35-20 maybe, yeah.
All right.
I like that.
Nephew?
Nice round number.
I think just watching the first 5 games of the season, this Chiefs team will allow teams to stay in the game, right? Just by whether it's turnovers, Pat making bad decisions, penalties, things like that. Like they'll let a team stay in the game. So this could possibly
Zach Wilson look like a damn all pro. So
yeah, this could possibly be one of those games where if they're not on their A game, Denver could come in here and actually win the game. I feel like
they could.
Like, and that's just being real. Like, so what I mean by that is this team has to play well because they will allow teams to jumpstart a season. This will give you a jumpstart to your season. But I still feel like Chiefs put up 40.
I don't think they put up 40, but
I think so
because I think they struggle early.
The Broncos or Chiefs?
I think the Chiefs struggle early, but not struggle. I think they just allow the Broncos to kind of like feel like something.
Yeah, and I say that
make them feel like an NFL team.
Yeah, I put one caveat to that. If Travis Kelce doesn't play, they'll allow Denver to stay in the game. If Travis plays,
I think if he plays, they still.
You think so? Oh well, I got him 40, 41, 35.
What?
Yeah. 41-35. I'm sticking to it.
What time machine does Russell Wilson have?
How much money you got on the over?
41-35.
Let me look at the pass.
But I mean, the Chiefs right now they have what are they favored by? Favored by 10.
I will say that I was thoroughly disappointed yesterday when the Vikings immediately fumbled the ball. We got it, and then it went slow from there. I thought we was like it was just going to jump in and beat them down, and it didn't happen. So
I mean, Steve, you got a point because they outside. Well, the Raiders game first week they put up 16, and then the Dolphins shellacking they put up 20. But other than that, they 35, 31, 31.
And we haven't allowed.
Said Denver can't come in here and win. Yes, they can.
They can. But the Chiefs have not allowed anybody to score more than 20 points on them this season.
The defense has been prideful about that. They want a shutout. Yeah, like we hear fans talk about
35.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it happening.
So
I'm just
we
saying.
haven't allowed some really good teams to get to past 20 points.
We're allowed. But listen, we've seen them play lack. Sometimes Patrick and his offense puts them in bad situations.
Because
you've seen that.
Cortland Sutton is like one of those big-bodied receivers that could take over the game, but then he just starts having a dropsies, and it's like
dropsies.
Yeah, and I'm still Kadarius Toney. I mean, he'll get it and run hard, but then he'll do something like, how in the hell what are we doing? So, Darren, I ask you, your pick, Thursday night.
What say you?
Well, they're not scoring more than 20 points. So let's get that out the way.
Okay.
I think, especially if Kelce is as hurt as we might think he is, I think the Chiefs get on top early. I think they treat them like they do the Chicago Bears. I think they get on top early. I think the defense has a great game. This is, again, statistically the worst defense. They're trending on the worst defense in NFL history. So the fact that I figured they'll give up points, but the thing that the Chiefs, who have a top 10 defense, top 7 defense for the first time, is going to give up 35 points and a lot of yards to Russell Wilson and one of the worst teams in the league. I can't rock with you on that one, Steve. So I got the Chiefs winning this game 31-13 over the Broncos.
Russ can come in here and look like the Russ of old, like fountain of youth. Like I don't put it past. I just don't. I don't put it past
on prime time.
But we have not allowed a team to score more than 20 points.
I think that ends this week.
Broncos scored 35 points. You got $100 come from me next week. Now, when they don't score 35 points, what you going to put on that?
I give you some Gates wings.
I got school shoes to buy.
Right. I give you some Gates wings, but I take you up on that bet.
But no,
y'all see it.
I think that because I forget about that.
I'm looking out for you,
Paige. That ends this week. So I'll say they scored 23. I don't think they get too far into the 20s.
All right, so here I'm with you. No, I'm not, because I don't think the Broncos will score more than 20 points.
Curtis says the only way Denver will have a chance if Wilson's wife comes in and will come to the game. So Taylor and Sierra up in the suite.
Taylor and Sierra this week, and they're going to do a Red Kingdom remix with Tech.
Only way they win and score 35 is Patrick, Travis, Chris, Andy all get locked up before the game Thursday and don't show up.
Get locked up.
Yeah, because that's the only
way. Doing what?
Jake from State Farm will have to be our quarterback Thursday for that to happen. Because they'll score and we won't be able to keep up with them.
All right, y'all. And this is my only time showing love to Russ. Like I said, he's washed, but he could come in here on Thursday Night Football and ball out.
And that's all I'm saying. Like, Russ has the talent.
Is Sierra rumored to be pregnant right now with their fourth child?
Yep.
Third or fourth child?
Ain't no rumors. Ain't no rumors. She's pregnant.
How you know?
She had a damn poster.
I'm that baby Pappy.
Right. How you know?
I'm that baby Pappy.
He said, yup.
Sure will. All right, folks. Man, I got to figure out something for y'all to do, especially when the Broncos score 13. They miss an extra point. They're not scoring 35.
All right.
In Arrowhead.
I don't think they scored 35. And is it going to be?
I'm coming up in here on next Monday.
It's going to be a thunderstorm
walking
Thursday.
like George Jefferson.
Oh, really?
It's supposed to be raining on Thursday.
Oh, y'all didn't tell me that. I didn't even look at the weather.
Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Hold up. Stop that car real quick.
There's a chance for rain Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh.
I don't see it, but it's not on mine.
Oh, thank you.
You see Thursday, you see that little thunderstorm icon right there?
Yeah,
we got to look at our Apple products. You got the Android. Hold on. Let's look.
So
our weather is a little different.
No, I'm on the Weather Channel app.
Because I was going to say it comes from Platte City or wherever our weather station is.
Oh, okay. Mine come from Apple, the cloud.
That's where most rain comes from.
Good job, Steve. Good job, Steve.
He didn't realize what he said.
Friday.
It's saying it's a high of 81.
Oh,
so it's
and it's Kansas City, so it could snow by the time Thursday gets here.
well, not quite.
The weather could change.
No, it could change.
Absolutely.
Because
a fork could come and just move just enough.
Y'all making all these excuses of why they can't score 35 points.
What I'm going to do right now,
and it's going to rain and all this. What?
It could be a perfect 77, no breeze, sunshiny, clear skies, and Russell Wilson is not scoring 35 points.
About my bet. I'm going to walk into the locker room tomorrow. You know what? Somebody said they're going to score 35 on y'all this week.
See, he be trying to, he be trying to. Oh, Steve, I thought you rock with us.
Now it's going to look like you hot taking every week on here.
I said someone. I did not see that. You put yourself out there.
But you're going to look at him when you say it.
You know what I'm going to do.
And we know for a fact that some of these guys do watch this show.
Hey.
Oh,
he's going to be like, somebody, huh, Steve?
So somebody. Bad form, cuz. Bad form.
It be your own people.
All right, folks, that is going to do it for us on this Victory Monday. We'll see what happens Thursday night as Russell Wilson somehow travels in a time machine back 10 years and remembers how to throw the ball to his receivers.
Don't be sad.
It ain't happening.
Monday.
He ain't scoring no 35 points. I'm just saying. All right, folks. So thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of you every week for being here. Don't forget, share, tell the world, join us. It's the most fun football show you'll ever watch every Monday night, live from Chicken and Pickle this year. We're talking about the Red Hour. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all be safe. Be good to each other. We're out.
The views and opinions expressed in the W Radio Show by the host, co-host, guests, and call-in listeners are solely the opinions and responsibility of the original source who expressed them. They do not represent the opinions of the W Show, 100.1 FM, One Kansas City Radio, Sideline Sports Talk, Team Wall Street Foundation, or affiliates.